Did Todd Gurley prove that NFL teams should never pay running backs?
Okay, we have not quite gone the way of the Major League Power Arm where you shouldn't give those $200 million contracts to people like Chris Sale, but football has changed so much in recent years. The quarterbacks are so precise. They can turn those 70% completion rates into needing no running game or something that is an alternative to the running game. And so you have a situation here where Todd Gurley was a legitimate MVP candidate not but a couple of years ago. He's still only 25 years old, and because of what happened with his knee, he is no longer someone who is a workhorse running back, and beyond that, he's someone who now only has a one-year contract in Atlanta. This right here is about as bad a case as you have ever seen for do not pay the running back because they're very disposable and they can get injured. And even an MVP candidate from a couple of years ago who got that team to the Super Bowl can be kind of done at 25 years old.
That's the thing, Dan. Todd Gurley didn't get them to the Super Bowl. C.J. Anderson came right in and produced for them. And I think that's the issue here. Teams have begun to wake up to the fact that, as you said, passing matters more than running in the modern NFL. And the incremental value of a really talented running back versus a replacement level one or a rookie just isn't worth it, which doesn't square with what we see when we watch football, right? Where running backs still touch the ball a lot. They deliver us fantasy football victories, and they endure a tremendous amount of physical punishment, which is why this feels so callous to argue. But it's not changing. It's a trend that's not reversing anytime soon, which is why if I was a high school athlete and I was thinking about playing running back, I definitely would not.
Yeah, Mina, does it feel callous to wear that shirt?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it's a coincidence, Dan, that the year after Mina Kimes is hired by the Los Angeles Rams to be a color commentator, Todd Gurley ends up being just cut, coldly kicked to the curb. Like, I don't know if that's a coincidence at all. You might want to check into her emails, maybe.
Yes, the Kimes curse. It sounds like that. As soon as you start collecting money from them, all of a sudden Todd Gurley can't collect any more money from them.
I have trouble keeping track of all my curses. Is it that I injure players or I get players cut or I doom them? Like, what is the connective fiber here of the curse?
By the way, did you say anything recently, Mina, in terms of cursing about Bill O'Brien? Because he's the other guy I think about right now. Because can that guy catch any more L's? Like, he is the dude, Dan. He is the dude who goes to the grocery store and is like trying to pay price gouged prices for like veggie burgers. Like, you can just get them off the shelf, man. Like, stop paying premiums. You could have had Todd Gurley for nothing.
I am telling you, Mina Kimes wrote a big profile about Aaron Rodgers. He gets hurt. She writes a big profile about
DeAndre Hopkins.
That's
yes.
Right. Kimes curse.
He gets to go play with Kyler Murray and he's going to get a new contract. If anything, I'm the opposite of a curse. People should be asking me to write stories about them.
Until something happens to DeAndre Hopkins that I'm not going to say out loud because I don't want to curse him. I'm just saying, statistically speaking, he has been cursed.
I hope your baby's not listening to any of these terrible opinions or absorbing any of it from you.
She is still asleep. Violet, look, in that square, Violet, you can see your dog, you can see a dog for the first time. And in that other square, you can see your very first hippo. Look.